Hello my lovelies, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a lovely day and you're very excited about today's video like I am. However, if you are a newbie here, hello and welcome. I'm Chloe, I'm otherwise known as Lady Writes, and I'm thrilled that you're joining me for my video today. If you are one of those newbies, please make sure that you click subscribe and ring the bell before we go any further. We're coming to the time of year when things get super exciting on my YouTube channel, so make sure you are subscribed and you will be getting some treats in your inbox as my videos go live. If you are on Instagram, also head over to my Instagram and give me a little follow there too. And if you're a TikTok lover, you can find me over here on TikTok, always making crazy fun videos because I am low-key obsessed with TikTok. Now, in today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking to you about all of my summer beauty favourites, the products that I've been reaching for the most in the recent months. I've gone for an all red look today because I'm feeling like very summery, very like colourful, which is very in keeping with the kind of nature of today's video. I just wanted to chat through some of the products I've used more than others. Obviously, the joys of lockdown has meant that I've not used as much makeup. I've used a lot more skincare. So I've focused a lot on my hair because obviously none of us could get to the hairdressers until recently. Thank God I've been now. But yeah, I was really focused on hair products, skincare, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to show you what I've been using and loving in the hope that you guys will enjoy seeing it. And as ever, guys, remember that there is a lovely whopping 15% discount at Look Fantastic on some of these brands and across a lot of brands on the site over there as well. You know, I don't like to do a video without a little discount for you. Okay guys, so I'm going to go straight in with the hair products. As I said, hair was a big focus for me the last couple of months. I have never looked more brunette. In fact, I think I've said that in a couple of my videos because I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm very like mousy brown, a very nothing brown that I just really don't like on me, and I prefer a lot of blonde. So obviously I've gone back to what I usually have now. I have been to the hairdressers, but actually lockdown did give me the opportunity to really look after my hair, really focus on the strength and the volume and just looking after the condition of it rather than the colour, which I've now tried to continue in the last couple of weeks as well. So I would definitely count these products as some of my hair summer favourites. Now the first off was this massive super size Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. Now I've sworn how good this dry shampoo is before. I love it. It's been in a favourites video before, but this is the super size version. This is a massive 355ml, guys. It is huge. Look, it's like bigger than my head and it's really fat as well. You cannot be a super size of this product because if you are trying to look after your hair, or if you're already somebody who doesn't wash their hair a lot because you can go longer, dry shampoo is a reach for absolute essential. So I try to go longer between hair wash days, sometimes stretching it to 3, maybe even 4 on a couple of occasions, but I have really fine hair, so I can't ever go for very long. It's usually every other day, and now I've coloured it again. I've had to go back to that because the blonde just shows it up a little bit more. But I'd got to 3 or 4 days thanks to using this dry shampoo because it just helped me to, I'd still have to tie it up, but it just stopped it looking dirty or greasy. It absorbs the oil, it absorbs all the grease, anything like that. So it just gives it like the hair a matte look again, so it still looks clean. You can tie it up without having any grease showing. It's fantastic. It's basically just a product I swear by. And if you have thicker hair, you'd probably still be able to wear it down and style it a lot better as well. It's one of the only dry shampoos, I should also say as well, that doesn't have any white residue. I don't know what you guys use for dry shampoo. I used to use talcum powder until a few years ago because it was the best. It used to absorb all the oil better than a lot of other dry shampoos. But obviously white residue, you get it on your shoulders, you look like you've got dandruff. It's not a good look for anybody. This has no white residue. You spray it in, you leave for 30 seconds, kind of rub your head, done. So it's great. You can't see it. Obviously, if you spray it too close, you can see it in colour, like it's a little bit pale. But other than that, I've never had any problems with being able to see any white residue. So this is an absolute go-to. If you're looking for a dry shampoo, it's a more premium version. There are some more drugstore versions, which I do also like, but this is the one I reach for the most. It just doesn't have that whiteness, and that gives it the edge above all of the rest. And the fact that you can get a huge size now, I was like, hell yes. Next up on the hair front is the shampoo and conditioner that I've been using recently. This is by the brand Christoph Robin. This is their volume conditioner and shampoo. It's not, I was going to say duo, but you can't buy them together, you buy them separately. It's got rose extracts in. As I said, having very fine hair, I need to work really hard to increase the volume of my hair, which doesn't happen naturally. Like, it just slinks down. I've always been the same, and it's such a pain in my backside because I always look like I have flat hair, which is not a good look when you have fine hair anyway. This duo though has been really lovely. It's given me a nice little everyday boost from the root. It's made my hair hang nicer. It's felt softer. It hasn't felt like weighed down. Sometimes you can get like a sticky residue with volumizing products. You guys might know this if you've ever tried volumizing products, and especially if you have fine hair. But what these actually do is they boost from the root. They make the hair hang just so much nicer. Like today, it just feels like there's movement. It feels like it's boosted a little bit, and it just doesn't feel completely like it's slicked to my head. So I really, really rate these. I definitely recommend getting both. And I would also say, I don't have it because I actually finished my pot last week. I should have kept the pot for the video. Christoph Robin, oh, I've got a hair. Ooh. Speaking of hair, do this amazing thickening paste. Now it's like a brown texture that's very sandy. It's almost like an exfoliator. And the first time I used it, I was like, well, what do I do with this? It's literally a paste, and you scrub it into your head, and it like froths like nothing you've ever tried before. It's so good, so satisfying. But it's like a brown paste, so it looks weird. But obviously I have really blonde hair. You can't see the colour of it. But what it does is when you use it as your shampoo and then just condition normally, the volume is like nothing I've ever known before. Now, it does have product build-up, so you can't use it every day or every time you wash. So I use it for like special occasions, or if I'm going out, if I'm filming a video for you guys, because that is a special occasion. And it just massively boosts the volume. So these are my great everyday kind of duo for volume. And if you want extreme volume for dry or flat hair, definitely go with the paste, which I will link below. I cannot recommend any of them enough because, you know, this girl likes having some volume in her hair. Okay, next up was a real treat for me. And you guys know, if you've watched my videos, I love Natasha Denona. This is the Neutral Bieber palette. Now, guys, I bought this last year in the Black Friday sales, or I bought one, and then I lost it. Don't ask me how I can lose a £100 eyeshadow palette, but I did, and I literally could have cried because obviously I think it's 111 pounds, and I've wanted to replace it for so long, but obviously with lockdown and being like very cautious with my spending, I didn't want to like go willy-nilly. So I've been waiting for the right time to replace it because it was one of my favourite everyday palettes. I didn't lose it that long ago actually, and I had hit pan on a couple of the shades, so I was kind of getting close to needing to buy a new one, and then I lost it. So I feel like it was like meant to be. So I literally picked up my brand new palette. Oh, let me show you. It is like the most beautiful thing ever. And even though I know like these two shades here, guys, oh my God, they're amazing. But what I would say is I look at this and I'm like, I almost don't want to use it. And this is the problem I had last time. It took me ages to actually use it because it was so beautiful. And I was like, oh, I don't want to like ruin it. But it is the best everyday palette I've ever used. The tones are fantastic. And obviously with Natasha Denona, I've done a whole video on the products there. Their eyeshadows are second to none. It's why they're so pricey, because they don't have cheap ingredients like talcum powder and stuff. They are literally pure pigment. They last for ages. They're much better for your eyes. You know, there's no like, not that there's anything like dirty in any of them, but they're like the finest quality products that you can absolutely get in a palette. So I really rate the palettes, and it was well worth rebuying. Now, obviously when you're making a considered beauty purchase, obviously you need to work out what your finances are. But if you're responsible with your money, then you can absolutely use payment systems. And I was really happy when Look Fantastic launched ClearPay recently. Now, ClearPay, if you have never heard of them, are a payment option that you can use across Look Fantastic and basically split up your payments so you don't have to pay there and then, but you still get your product at exactly the same time. You place your order, you just commit to pay through ClearPay, and what that does is it spreads your payment across 4 interest-free payments every couple of weeks, and then you pay it off. So for something like this, it's great because you can pay it off over 4 payments rather than upfront, which was great for me when I was replacing such a pricey product. So just to reiterate, before like you guys all think, oh, I'm going to go and use ClearPay, I would definitely say that you need to be fully responsible with your money before you use it for anything. I sat down and budgeted. Obviously I worked out, it shows you when you go to the payment stage on Look Fantastic, it shows you what your payments will be, and I budgeted that into my monthly budgets for the coming months afterwards when I would be making the repayments, so that I knew that I could fully afford it. Obviously ClearPay will respond if you don't pay it off. They will freeze your account and stuff, so it's not good if you aren't good with money. If you are good with money, it's a great option that's there to help you spread the payments across everything that you find on Look Fantastic and really fancy treating yourself to, or that you really need kind of as a quick turnaround. It's great for that. So as long as you are financially stable, I highly recommend checking out ClearPay, and you could be coming home, or this could be coming home with you, which is super exciting. What I'm going to do, guys, is a full blog post reviewing this palette over on Lady Wrights on my blog, which I will link to when the post goes live. But I was so glad that I could like shop now and pay later with this, because it had been something that I was kind of having to accumulate the money for first, and now I know that I can pay it off bit by bit. But I'm very excited to actually do a swatching blog post. I'm going to tutorial it. I'm going to write down all the pros and cons of this palette over on my blog, so keep your eye out for that, and I will link below when it goes live. Okay guys, I'm going to go straight in with the skincare now, because as I mentioned, I'm using a lot more skincare rather than makeup or anything else since lockdown, because we've not been wearing makeup as much. Brand new moisturiser, oily skin girls, you're going to love this, because I certainly do. Now this is the Dr. Dennis Gross. This is the Hyaluronic Marine Oil-Free Moisture Cushion. Now, my skin has been really oily recently. I've tried a lot of new skincare products. I don't know if that's been the upsetting balance or just the fact that being indoors more, I don't know. My skin's been awful this year. So I really needed a moisturiser that wasn't going to contribute and was really tailored to oily skin, blemish-prone skin. And this one had great reviews. Now, I'm not one to buy a product unless someone I know has tried it and recommended it, or I've seen someone on YouTube do that. I've not seen anyone talk about this product, so I was kind of Googling, having a look, and this one got really high reviews from a lot of online magazines. So I thought, you know what, I will give it a go, which is quite scary for me because I'd never tried it before. It's a 50ml pot, so it could have potentially gone really badly, but I love it and my skin loves it too, which is the main thing with an everyday moisturiser, isn't it? So I put it on more in the mornings after I've washed my face, when I'm doing my teeth and everything like that. I pop it on in the morning, and what it does, it's like, it doesn't dry on the skin. You know, you've got some primers for oily skin that they literally dry on your skin as you're putting them on, and you like don't feel like you're moisturising it at all. It feels like that really nice balance between a really rich cream and something that does have that like lack of oil, so it dries on the skin really quickly, but without feeling tight. It's a really funny texture when you're applying it, but it's completely nourished my skin through the day. My skin doesn't feel dry, so it's definitely nourishing it throughout the day, but it's also not made my skin even more oily, which is exactly what I bought it for. I was finding that by mid-afternoon again, my skin was so oily, I was having to touch up with powder all afternoon just to escape the fact that my moisturiser wasn't doing its job on my skin anymore. This doesn't do that. It keeps the oil at bay a lot better. It's completely nourishing and moisturising. So it is on the pricey side for a moisturiser. I do love this brand. Their exfoliating product, you get it in advent calendars loads at Christmas, and I stock up so much and then end up only having to buy a few through the year. So good, I flipping love it. But if you are looking for a new moisturiser, you've got oily skin like me, blemish prone skin, you're going to love it, so highly recommend having a little check out of that too. I've talked to you guys about Ren before. Their Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic, I think I've mentioned in a video before as well. I know it's been in a lot of advent calendars, so you've heard me talk about it then. This is a product, it's difficult because I kind of go to the the Pixie version, which I do also love, guys, I should say. I'll also link that below. But this is one that I had a bottle of, so I was like, do you know what, it's time to revisit this one fully again. This is my new topped up version because I got through a whole bottle in the previous months. It's basically great after you've removed your makeup. So if you use micellar water or soap and water, whatever it is, then you use your cleanser. I highly recommend going in with this as your third stage in your skincare regime, because what it does is it encourages the turnover of fresh skin cells. It removes all dirt and grime. It's basically like an intense clean for your skin because it's got AHA in there, so it's obviously like a more acidic version of a skincare product that is going to, it's not going to melt your skin, but it is going to take away all those nasties and allow for the new skin to grow through as the old skin is removed, which is pretty much what we all want. Now, I do have to be really careful with this at the moment because my skin is very spot prone. I say that, and it's really getting me down. However, I'm sticking with this because I'm hoping that what it's doing is just drawing out all of the impurities, and then the nice layer of like fabulous skin underneath is going to do really well. But ultimately, even if my skin is breaking out because of other things like hormones or whatever, I know that using a product like this is actually only bringing my fresh new skin to the surface, which is what we want. That's healthy skin. So highly recommend this if you want healthy skin in your life. I mean, that sounds like a proper advert, doesn't it? It's really not. I just genuinely love it. So again, I will link below to that. Remember, third stage, remove your makeup, cleanse, then this, then you'd have moisturizer, serum, eye cream, whatever you finish with, but this is definitely your third stage. Okay, cleanser wise now, probably should have done this one before. This is the Inica Organic Cleanser. It's the Camellia Oil Cleanser. Now, I didn't think I was going to love this, but I really did, guys. Oh my gosh, I really did. So I got it when I got some makeup sent over from the brand. I will link below. I did a lovely makeup tutorial with all of their products last month. Didn't know if I was going to love the skincare. I do love the makeup, but didn't know if I was going to love this. Was very pleasantly surprised. It is the most beautiful light cleanser. It doesn't make me feel like my skin is clogged. It feels like, so you use it removes all those last traces of makeup as well. Completely cleanses the skin, but it leaves things feeling really cushiony. You know how sometimes if you use the wrong type of cleanser, it can make your skin feel really tight, and then you're like, oh, I've still got like 3 or 4 stages to go before I go to the end of my skincare regime. This doesn't do this. My skin feels really soft after I've used it. Completely clear, soft, very supple to the touch as well, which I like. It's 74% organic, which I love. Because anything like that, especially with breakout prone skin, I'm definitely going for like the more natural brands at the moment where I can, because I just don't want to overdo my skin. So if you're looking for a new natural product in your skincare regime, I highly recommend checking that out. Obviously Ren are very naturally focused as well, so I do recommend like having a look at their skincare. To be fair, if you've never thought about trying Inica for skincare and you like their makeup, it's well worth a go. I've been very pleasantly surprised, so it's been a nice cleanser to try in the last few months, and I would definitely repurchase. Okay, last but not least is one that really surprised me. I've spoiled the surprise there, but this is the ARC. This is the Advanced Action Plumping Lip Cream. Now, this is a very new one in my favourites because I've literally only been using it for about a week and a half now, but very impressed, and I'm excited to tell you about it because ARC are a product I've grown to love in the last year. I've tried quite a few of their products now and been very, very impressed. This is like, I don't know whether I should have done this when I did the eyeshadow palette because it was more makeup or more skincare. It's definitely a skincare product, but it has makeup qualities, which I feel like you're going to love. Now, obviously, as a plumping lip cream, it's basically going to plump your lips. Now, my lips are looking really full at the moment. I'm not saying this is completely down to that, but what this has done is it's plumped them out nicely. Not in like a really obvious way, but very subtly. Like the lines on my lips don't look quite as noticeable. I'm finding that when I'm wearing lipstick, this has actually like stopped like the lipstick sinking into the lines, so my lipstick looks a lot smoother across my lips, which I really like. It's just improved the texture when I apply my lipstick. I was actually told by ARC themselves that it does kind of work as a great lipstick primer too. Again, using it underneath my red lipstick today, absolutely loving it. It's not going anywhere. Obviously we've got the line at the back, but this is a liquid lipstick, which would usually start to crack by now because I've been drinking as well as talking. This just keeps it fully in place, and it also makes me feel like I'm nourishing my lips before putting on a liquid lipstick, which I'm sure if you guys use them you will know can really dry out your lips. Like, I have to wear a lot of lip balm after I've had a day with liquid lipstick on because they will feel so dry. This has completely combated it for me. It's just a quick little pump, like rubbed into the lips. I leave it for a couple of minutes and then I apply my lipstick a little bit later, like 5 or 10 minutes later. And what I find is like it literally holds it in place. My lips feel full, they look full, and the lipstick looks smoother. So it's a great lipstick primer. Definitely one of the best products I've found for keeping lipstick in place. So guys, there we have it. That is my summer beauty favourites video. I really hope that you have enjoyed seeing the products that I have loved. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be picking any of these up or what you think to the products I've been using. I'd also really love to know, guys, have you been using more skincare, hair care than makeup and things? Like, have your like beauty habits changed over lockdown? Because I know mine definitely have. So I'd be really interested in that if you leave me a comment and let me know. Just because I'm nosy, you know, I just want to know. But I will link below. Obviously, use my discount code where you can across Look Fantastic and you'll get a nice little bit of discount. But also let me know what you buy, because I love being nosy when people buy stuff from my videos as well, so make sure you let me know in the comments too. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I will look forward to seeing you very soon for my next video.